right one, hopefully. Yes, I did it. I'm still having trouble sometimes with the planned live streams because it's kind of weird if you start them on your phone, but I hope it's working. And of course, it still had a automatic chat translation in it, even though I deactivated it. Oh well. But yeah, hope you're doing good, everyone. Hey Jay, good to see you. Yay, strawberry lemonade today. Oh, see? Why is it? Why is my own live stream talking on my phone? Mm, what is that? Can you hear me? Like, is it talking to you too? That is so weird. Is it back to normal? I have like this weirdest echo on it now. Let me hop off real quick. I'll be back. Okay, I think it's okay now. It was weird. It had this weirdest echo, so I heard myself talking after a few minutes. I hope it's not gonna come back. But yeah, happy almost weekend, everyone. It's Thursday. So we almost made it. A few more days and then we have the weekend. So, and to all my German followers, this hat does not say what you think it says. It is the Chicago White Sox, which you probably should not be a fan of because they really suck. But yeah, in Germany, when you wear this hat, a lot of Germans wear this hat because they think it is it stands for something else, but it does not. Just letting y'all know before you embarrass yourself next time. Okay, I got all my stuff. So today we're making German lentil soup, and it's one of my childhood recipes. I ate that, I don't know, a few times a month at least. Super simple, super cheap. Lentils are always a cheap thing to buy. You can get them anywhere. So yeah. Hey Sam, hi Mohammed. I'm gonna start with the onion actually, not the potatoes. Let me get my pot ready. One thing after the other, right? We're not in a hurry. Just slightly. So I decided to do the lunch streams usually for like an hour or so, not longer than that, this the evening, and sometimes escalates a little bit and we talk for, I don't know, sometimes 3 hours. So try to keep it a little shorter so that I can get my other stuff done throughout the day. Even though I'm enjoying long live streams, but I gotta limit myself a little bit here. And the lunch streams are always very chill because there's barely anyone here, which I enjoy. Don't get me wrong, I like busy live streams too, but the chill ones a little easier because I'm not good at multitasking. So if too many people are texting in the chat, it's really hard. That's why I also set it to only subscribers can text in the live stream because otherwise it's a lot of trolls, spam, and just stuff that's, not very productive. So while I'm cooking, I'm doing subscribers only. For other streams, I probably don't care, but this way it's a little bit easier. Because like I said, multitasking is already hard as it is. Thank you. Thank you, Abdul. This is my Bad Cat shirt from Hong Kong. I found it in a cool thrift store. and I loved it, so I bought it. Like $5 or so. It's a little bit large, but I like my oversized stuff anyways. Yes, bad cat. 'Cause all cats are bad with a D though. I'm just kidding. Cats are amazing, but they can definitely be very demanding. Anyone that has cats probably knows what I'm talking about. Abdel, do you have cats or a cat or dog? Sam, did I ask you already? Do you have any pets? Or Jay? Jay, you had cats, right? Or you have cats? Hey, ceramics. Yes, I'm making a quick German soup. I love soups. I know a lot of people don't like soups because they have this, people think soups are so boring, but soups are amazing, I think, throughout all year, not just winter. You got ants. Voluntarily or involuntarily ceramics? That's the big difference. I used to have ants in our house in Germany because we had a very old house. Hey, you too. Cats are fighting over there. Just talking about bad cats. They probably heard that. I have a cat. Her name is Sugar. Cute. Sugar. If you drink a diet, no, if you drink sugar, drink a diet. It cancels out sugar. That's the wisdom I gained here in America. Potato soup is good. Yes, my dad made the best potato soup. I haven't made potato soup in a while. I was actually thinking about making potato soup today instead of lentil soup, but I had lentils in my pantry that I wanted to get rid of because my pantry is exploding. So we need some room in there. So lentil soup it is. And if I could finally manage to peel this this onion, we could also get started on it. But okay. Whoa, sometimes it's easy to peel them, sometimes it's really hard. Hi, bonjour, esprit, bonsoir, ça va? We're cutting our l'oignon, as I like to say, even though in French it's not called oignon, but I like to say l'oignon, l'oignon. Makes it sound more sophisticated. Is that a safe cutting technique? I don't know. You tell me. Cutting onion is kind of harder because it's so slippery. Um, I'm good with cutting, but not onion. Onion is just because you can't like with onion because it's so big. It's easier with like carrots and stuff. So yeah. L'oignon, ça va bien. Et toi? Euh, je, n'ai. Goodness gracious, overthinking is my method, my strength. Je suis bien, merci. Je suis bien aussi, merci. Nee, doch, I think. Thank you, Esprit, for um, making me use my brain and try to think about French words that I haven't used in like 5 years or so. Je vais bien. Oh, je vais bien. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, if I say je suis bien, it just means that I'm good, like as like a personality trait, right? Because in this case, obviously, I'm gonna say that I feel good and not that I am good. Thanks for that. Really haven't decided what to cook. I have two onions. Oh, you only have two onions and you don't know what to cook? What else do you have? Ceramics. Maybe we can figure something out. Hopefully at least some spices and, another vegetable or some grains or something, or nothing at all. That would be tricky. But if you only have 2 onions, I would suggest you to cook onions. Lentils. Well, there you go. You could make a lentil soup with me. You can cook along with me. Maybe, it makes it easier. Sometimes I don't feel like cooking when it's just me, but it's always more fun on live stream if you're not by yourself. Or I watch other people's cooking live streams or videos while I cook, or listen to other YouTube videos, or like talking videos in the background, or like podcast style. Yay! See, all you need, maybe I should say that in the beginning. For this lentil soup, you need carrots, onion, lentils, potatoes if you have them. You don't have to use them. So carrots are the most important part when it comes to vegetables, and onion. I use garlic as well, and then all you need is a little bit of like a veggie broth or salt and pepper. You don't even need veggie broth. Honestly, it tastes better though, but you don't have to. Yes, he's a cat Batman. Bad cat, as Abdul said. How do you call this tool in English? We call it éplucheur. Éplucheur. This is called a peeler, right? Just a peeler, I think. At least I just call it a peeler. In German, we say Schäler, but so Schale means the peel, and Schäler just means peeler. So it's the same word. Onion, carotene. Yes, I got onion and carrot. I will use potato as well. So yeah, very nice if you want to cook along. I make some German lentil soup. It's tasty. I like my onions a little bit rougher, like roughly chopped. And half of it has to land on the floor. It's very important when you cook German lentil soup. That you have to have a really tiny little chopping board, a huge knife, and the smaller the board, the more will land on the ground, which is really what you want. So there's more snacks for the dog later. Oscar's always grateful when I drop something in the kitchen. So think about your animals too, not just yourself. But of course, don't drop any onion because that's bad for dogs. Salad or sauce? Schiller, Schiller, like the German poet. Um, Salad or sauce? I'm just making a soup, so neither. Do you have coffee? I don't have coffee inside. Don't I do have coffee, yeah. I do have quite a lot actually. I just refilled it. I forgot that I bought new one. Nothing smells better than coffee. Ooh, just smelling it wakes me up. But I'm too lazy to make it right now, even though I would like to drink it. The ants need food too. Exactly. Ceramics knows as an ant parent. If you don't have pets or if your apartment doesn't allow pets, you can always have ants or other animals or critters, as people call them sometimes. You're good, Zah. Thank you. Fräulein says hi, says hello back to you. Stop showing off the coffee. You're right. Sorry. I'm a show off. I know. Always been. Oh, onion is roasting in the pot. We have pet rabbits. No, scarecrow. I don't have pet rabbits. I used to have rabbits though when I was a kid. I had all kinds of animals. but not anymore. Carrot goes in. We'll peel the next carrot. Peeling makes such a mess, at least the way I peel it. Is it just me, or is there a non-messy way to peel? I could technically just peel over my trash can if I was smart, but whoever said that I was smart, definitely not me. So now I gotta clean up all these little pieces. But we all know that cleaning up is the best part of cooking anyways. So I don't want to take away from the joy. The more mess, the better. It definitely makes you lose weight because you don't want to cook because of the cleaning. So, although you'll still eat probably, even though you don't cook, you'll probably, or people will probably just eat takeout food, which is even worse. So, bigger carrots, I'm gonna chop it a little smaller. If you're vegetarian like me, try to not cut your fingers so you don't have any meat in the soup. And also, if you eat meat, please try to not chop yourself either, unless you're a cannibal. Hi, Farhan. Welcome back. I was kind of wondering, I was like, hey, we don't get any troll comments today. But I forgot that it's subscriber chat only today, so just streams are usually super calm and relaxed. So I should do that more often. The cat looks evil. Dad, it's not evil, it's just a bad cat. It's a little baddie. Nothing wrong with being a little baddie. Okay, carrot went in. Also, show you when you have lentils, because a lot of people have problems digesting lentils, right? Um, Not just the bad guys fear the bad men. Exactly. Here, so if you make lentils, you can just soak them overnight or sometimes even more than that. So for me, I soak them in usually like 2 days. Um, it makes them way more digestible and also more nutritious because they start sprouting after like a day or so. Slightly, like they're not fully sprouting, just they have like higher nutrient content if you let them soak for a little bit. And like I said, they will be easier digestible. So it's a win-win. You just got to plan it ahead a little bit. Ah, goodness gracious. Is my sound still there? Probably not because I just got a call. It is so annoying. If I stream on my phone, it looks like it's still there. If I stream on my phone, I cannot turn off my mobile data or like any data. So I still get calls because I need internet. Here, thank you, Whisker. Thank you very much. I think YouTube probably finally updated the whole annoying you can't get a call or anything on your phone while you're streaming. I think they finally fixed that bug because they probably realize that 98% of all the people um will stream on their phones, and they probably do get calls once in a while. Ugh, I gotta pick up some mail downstairs or something. I'll be back, y'all. It will take me like 3 minutes or so. Me okay. You'll be back when it's time to eat. That's a good idea. Make sure you bring a bowl and a spoon. Okay, I'll be back. If you see any ghost, let me know later. Alright, alright, alright. Hey, there's still some people here. Hi everyone, I'm back. Thanks for sticking around. Oh, Whiskers, I forgot you got the stickers. You got the Oscar stickers. Nice. It's always fun to see them here. So far, we have 2 channel members. Isn't that cool? Hey, I'm back after. Thanks for waiting. Okay, let's turn back on the stove. Just have to pick up a delivery real quick. An unexpected delivery. And no, that sounded weird. Unexpected delivery is like someone gets a baby without knowing that they were pregnant. That's how an unexpected delivery sounds like. But I just have to pick something up real quick. Do you see any ghosts? Black cat. I do have a black. Oh, I see walking around, or he was walking around in the back. He knows when I'm gone, he inspects the kitchen and he tries to see if there's anything edible for him, anything meat. But too bad that I'm vegetarian, so good luck finding something that you like in this kitchen. Okay, our pot is boiling again. Let me show you the cooking process a little. Here's the black cat. Yep, he's sitting right there. Look at this goober, Oscar's toy. His toys are spread everywhere in this house. Like living with a toddler. Probably not as bad, but um, just sauteing our onions. And then we'll throw in our potatoes with one hand, which is really fun. So just gonna be careful. This is great when you don't have any professional cooking stream set up, so you only have one hand that you can use. But you just gotta be a little more creative. Esprit, no, I don't have any children. I only have my goofy dog and my two cats for now. I'm still waiting on that moment where I feel like I want to have children. I still have to um come from the ooh, I set it up a little bit too high. I was like, why is this smoking? Completely didn't see that I put it like on full heat. And it was like hot. Hot, hot. Let's turn this down a little notch. German food? Yes, we're making German food today. No American food in this house. Sometimes. Like sometimes I will make something like black bean burgers or I think I made mac and cheese like 3 times in my entire life. And that was only when I lived here in America. And I don't make a lot of American food except for deviled eggs. Maybe deviled eggs would count as American food, I would say. Um, do I make American food other than that? Maybe. Maybe I don't remember. So I probably made some more American food than more like 10 times or so, but I don't think more often than that, to be honest. I don't not like it, but you know, it's not my favorite. Like I eat it when I eat out or when people invite me over, and then I like it, but it's not that I would want to have it all the time. Yeah, where's the food? Scarecrow. I don't know why I say scarecrow all the time. Scarecrow. Gotta wait a little bit. Gotta be patient. Who grew up with parents like that? They called you for food when you were a kid, like 10 minutes before the food was actually ready. And then you were sitting in the kitchen just, like, waiting for the food, even though you would rather stay in your room and keep doing what you were doing. Um, and then you're just gonna sit in the kitchen, and then you have to, like, put the dishes on the table or help out in the kitchen. You're like, "Great. Next time I'll come down, like, 10 minutes later." Okay, let me get what do I need? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna add a little bit of veggie broth. So for veggie broth, there's multiple options, or broth in general that you can do. There's cubes that you can use, there's broth powder that you can use, there's broth in the package, like with the water already, that you can use. You can make your own broth if you don't have a life and you have so much time that you can make your own vegetable stock every day. Um, or you can just use um a veggie broth bouillon base. It's like imagine it is the liquid version of the broth, but not in a powder, but just cooked so much that it will just turn into this like brown kind of marmite miso paste situation. Just like a very condensed version of it, like condensed milk basically, but as a broth. And hi Clement, good to see you. I just read your comment before I hopped on when I checked my whole YouTube thing on my page, with the 4,000 people village. That's very cute. I was about to answer that after the stream. I love that. I didn't see it like that before, but it's definitely crazy to think about that in that way. It's just 4,000 people gathered around here, like you said, a European village or little town, actually. My mom was calling me 15 minutes before lunch or dinner was on the table. I remember stopping playing with the video games to get the table ready and wait. Exactly, same here. But honestly, thinking about it now as somewhat adult, at least physically. I don't know if I'm like a full adult in my head yet, but also add a little bit tomato paste to what you fry. So yeah, everything gets a better flavor if you roast it for a little bit. Tomato paste is one of those things that you need to fry in a pan for a little, or like roast it to bring out the aroma. But yeah, thinking about it now as an adult, maybe it was just our parents' way of trying to spend some more quality time with us, when we were children or younger. Because I guess a lot of kids just want to be, like you said, playing video games. Like I did that too, or I was reading, or just playing, and maybe they just missed hanging out with us. So maybe it wasn't just for us to put the dishes on the table. Maybe they wanted to see us. Maybe they want to see that, or they wanted us to see what they're doing in the kitchen, so they would get also a little bit more recognition about them cooking, and the food is not just like magically spawning on the table. Maybe they wanted to teach us a little bit about cooking and have us like involved in it. You know, sometimes I think back, I'm like, oh man, it would have been nice to spend more time with parents, but as a kid, you really don't think like that, right? It's always like when it's too late. Children and younger. Yes, European village. Hey, Booty, how you doing? Stream is good. I have because I wasn't sure if we have any moderators for lunch stream because usually it's a very um slow stream or people are working and stuff. So I was like, let's just do a subscriber only. That way it will just stay more calm and nothing crazy. But of course you don't meet a lot of new people. That's like the downside of it. But sometimes I'm not upset about that. Sometimes I'm just happy to see, familiar names, familiar faces, and just have a chill stream while cooking. I'm really bad at multitasking already, so sometimes it's hard to get to know new people while you're cooking and focus on that. Yeah, our soup is going good. How about yourself? How are you doing? How's your day going? How's your almost weekend going? Thursday. Thursday is starting to turn into my new favorite day, just like March, because I used to not like March in February because it's such a in between the seasons kind of situation. But now I'm really, as I'm getting older, I'm really enjoying those in between moments of life where nothing crazy is happening. There's no Christmas, no birthdays, no um, you know, no events, nothing major. I really enjoy the months or weeks of anticipation for spring and the calmer stages in life, I think. So yeah, let's add the lentils and put them in our pan. And then we will need water, of course. I'm gonna add two of those anchors or anchor cup things. It's like 4 cups altogether of water, roughly. And what makes a German lentil soup German is or it is a very southern German thing, like where I'm from, in the Black Forest area, we do add a little bit of sugar. You know, Germans are really trying hard to make stuff a little bit more unhealthy as what they are. Like our food is healthy since it's all made from scratch and nothing is out of cans in Germany usually. It's a big difference of American cooking to German cooking and European cooking. European cooking is usually like from scratch, like right out of the soil basically. Whereas American cooking oftentimes includes like something that's in a can, something that's already like a base that's already been made. So like kind of like cream of chicken, cream of mushrooms, something like that. When I first heard about that, I didn't even know what that was. So but Germans found their own way of making their food unhealthy afterwards by adding like 5 cubes of butter or like like a whole butter to a meal by adding loads of heavy cream or pork or we find our own ways of making food unhealthy. So it really just we get unhealthy food wherever you go or healthy no matter where you are, but it's always up to you what you make out of it, like if you cook it from scratch, I mean. It's true that the shinobi in the old days avoided eating strong smelling food, was that? Oh, yeah, it's like I think it stems from the Zen Buddhism or the Buddhist monks. Not just the Zen Buddhism, from the Buddhist monks in general. Um, Not all of them do it, I think, but a lot of Buddhist schools don't eat spring onions, garlic, like you said, strong smelling foods. But yeah, for the ninja, of course, they had different reasons as they had to be use my Hearthstone knowledge. Stealth. They have to be stealthy and they can't be smelled from afar. A lot of Japanese people in general, what I heard, they don't even use perfumes because it's a lot of like their like culture. They don't want to fall out of um they don't want to get too much attention on themselves and come off too strongly. So it's like a whole cultural thing, I believe. But yeah, for the ninja, of course, they had their own reasons that they wouldn't or the Hanobi wouldn't want to smell strongly. Same with soldiers, they can't have perfumes or anything like that, of course, um, for war reasons. But yeah, Buddhist monks, they don't eat garlic, spring onions, to not get too hmm it, like, increases the body juices, is said. So they don't want to have that. They want to stay more like in a mellow state of mind to be like more like sharp in some way, but less you know, aggravated in other ways. Like they don't want to have too much spicy food. So everything is just very like toned down, um, like basic, not much salt or spices in general. So I would maybe actually try that for a while. Just try like a Buddhist or more like a monk diet or so. Maybe that'd be a fun video actually. Like trying that for like a week and see if it does any difference to your mindset or your body. No, and wait, I don't. Am I about to get criticized for it? We had those before. I'm not saying you will, but usually when people start up like that, they'll be like um dumping their whole opinion on me. I like onions too, yes. I add onion to pretty much every single thing I eat and garlic. So no vampires in this house. Very rarely, at least. Brezel. I like Brezel. How do you know all this? Where You're a samurai? I wish, that would be cool. I'm not that cool, trust me, I wish. Not even remotely. But no, after graduating from so it's like I learned that from, just my Chinese studies in university, you would also branch out and learn about Korean culture and Japanese culture, would have, like, all different kinds of classes on Korean mythology and paintings, and, I really looked into that again, last week just to refreshen a little bit, my, like, knowledge about things, um, about when you see those Asian paintings, for example, and they have a lot of blank space, all that even has a name, it's not just a blank space, for example, it's very, complex. So I think it's called Yeonbaek. Um, it's like the power of blank space. So is my stream still going on? Oh, no. Was it Pobaek, Yeonbaek? Yeobek, I think Yeobek, like Yeobaek, and it's like, appreciating the white space, the blankness, and the nothingness, so to say, without thinking that nothingness is nothing, like, nothingness is also something, in East Asian culture. So, spicy food, also Indian, South Asia. Oh, yeah, the Indian, South Asia food is crazy spicy. Even in China, I had big trouble, the first weeks I was there. Um, I was I couldn't even attend university the first week because my stomach was just not dealing well with the spicy food. I already ordered all the not so spicy versions of things, but it still ripped me apart, like, all the oil that's been used, and, yeah, it was, hard to adapt, but once I did, I was enjoying everything. Onions and garlic go in pretty much every savory dish. Cooking without them would be a challenge. Definitely, yes. I watched, did you guys see that? It's called, Culinary Wars, and there was a second season coming out in February or so, or January, and, there was this temple, kitchen master, so she's like a Buddhist monk, kitchen master, and, she only, served temple food, and it was without salt, without many spices, and, garlic and onion, and they all love their food, so I'm sure there's ways you can make food super tasty without all that, but it definitely requires an extra skill, you know? Because whenever you fry onion or garlic and people walk by or they walk into the kitchen, they're like, "Wow, this smells so good." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, it's just really just onion that you need to fry up to make something smell good in the kitchen." Everything tastes better with it. So it'd be interesting to see what it would do to you to cook without all that. It's good that you're still in touch with your studies. I agree, Anway, because sometimes, hi Abdel, when you don't keep up with stuff or, you repeat things that you learned before, it will just get lost in the vast, uh, you know, vastness of your brain. Not vastness, my brain is probably not vast, but, like it will just get lost, and disposed because your brain just makes room for other stuff, and, yeah, just with everything, same with languages. If you don't practice languages, you will never be able to keep them forever, so you need to, keep practicing. Hey Marco, ein Porsche, ein Cadillac, ein BMW. Marco. Schlimmer Finger. Ja, fand ich ganz okay. Habe als Frau keine große Meinung zu ihr, ähm, aber normale Frau, würde ich sagen. Aber ja doch, für amerikanische Frauen, so von der Statur eher europäisch aufgestellt. Kitchen Master, Temple Food. Speaking about being Spartan, Lent is over for me in 48 hours, 46 minutes. You have an extra hour? I do. And, I'm glad for you that it's over in 48 hours and 46 minutes. That's, yeah, after 40 days, that's definitely a relief, I assume. Um, I have to say, keeping it real here, my land has not been going very well. Um, I also didn't try very hard because of, the things that happened. So I tried to give myself some leniency there. Is leniency the right word? But, not to be too harsh on myself in that already hard time. I tried to incorporate the gym again as my kind of land, like doing something instead of not doing it, I guess. Because I initially tried to do no sugar, but it didn't go very well. Like I already broke it like the second day or so, and I was like, okay, yeah, well, your father just passed and all those things, so I'm, not trying to stick to anything this Lent, except for trying to lose a few pounds and go to the gym. And yes, onion do smell good. Butter chicken. I have made butter chicken before, and my butter chicken is delicious. I make it with I know it's not the same thing, but I used to make butter chicken before, like with chicken, but for myself because I like to eat vegetarian, I make it with paneer. Um, and I love that. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'm doing it the way with the cashew nuts and everything, like making it like more like traditional. If I'm like unfancy, I'm just using cream, I know it's not the same thing. Über 13.500 haben das Amazon-Video geguckt. Die spinnen ja wohl. Aber es war auch interessant. Ich habe es mir dreimal angeschaut, mindestens, Marco. Vielleicht sogar fünfmal. Hi, Yakshu. You seem to have a good heart. Well, thank you. Abdel, yes, I'm from Germany. Well, I'm lucky you're alive too, Yakshu. Or we all are. I was gonna call you, yeah. I have to go. See you later, Abdel. Thank you for joining. Hey, Jack. How's New York? Going to work right now, but good to see you. You're going to work? Oh, yeah, I forgot. As a chef, your day starts in the middle of the day and ends in the middle of the night. I remember those days. Um, my father was gone in the afternoon. He came back at like 1 a.m. after cleaning the kitchen and everything. It's a tough job, but I guess you adapt to everything. Have a good day at work, Jack. Thank you for saying hi real quick. Appreciate it. Glad to see that you're doing, well, you're still alive at least. I don't know if you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. But always good to get a sign of life from people once in a while. Hier ist draußen warm, aber sehr windig, fast zum Übergefallen. Ich glaube, ich mache dann doch lieber einen Livestream. Beim Fahrradfahren oder drin, Marco? Your Lent has been plenty penitence sister, don't worry. Yeah, I think I get a good excuse this year at least. Angel and felt, feel, simple word between German and English. Yes, a lot of words are very pretty much the same between German and English because they used to be the same language at one point. I remember they forced us to speak Old English or learn Old English in university when I was before I switched my major to Chinese. I was doing American and Anglistic studies for a little bit, and they would make us learn Old English. I'm like, for what? Like, I get it. Like, they wanted to just make us like see the similarities and where the language started splitting and how long it was like the same and when it started becoming more hard to understand for as a German speaker and where it got mixed in with other languages, all the yada yada. But it was interesting, but definitely sucked to learn it. Pani puri. I don't. It sounds super familiar. Let me check that up. I'll check it real quick. Here, my pooter. Why do I have to put in my password? Pani puri. I got my computer up here just in case I need to Google something. Oh, those little balls, yes. Um, I had them one time, a while ago, and the first time I saw them was at there's like an Indian version of Forrest Gump. It's exactly Forrest Gump. Like the entire movie of Forrest Gump is made into an Indian version with an Indian actor. And instead of chocolate pralines, he has pani puri. And it's a really good movie, actually. I would watch it again. Do you know German? I am starting to learn it after English. Yes, Anwai, I am German, so my native language is German. English is only my, not even like, it's just what I learned in school. Right, 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 Marco. Frauen und Technik, ne? Die Frauen, was können die schon? Woman in Technik. You're the community. Thank you. Yeah, Duff. You are too. Baba. I haven't seen Forrest Gump in forever. I don't know if I want to rewatch it, to be honest. I think it's one of those movies where you're okay with just watching it once. Well, welcome. Do I call you Yadav or Om Prakash? I call you Yadav. I think that's a little shorter. Welcome to the community. Tom Hanks. Yes, exactly. Or, um, oh, hi, Cubano. Welcome back. Greetings to Canada. Looks like you're from Montreal. I remember you. Um, Streaming for 51 minutes, so we got 10 more minutes because I restricted myself to do a 1 hour lunch live stream. So I would not, I would get my stuff done outside of YouTube too. Nice, Montreal. Only flown over Montreal when I was landing at the airport on my way to America, and we were flying pretty low. And I have to say that Montreal looked absolutely beautiful, and I was so sad that I couldn't leave the airport and go outside and explore it. But it looked so nice. I had so many little hills and parks and beautiful buildings I could see from up there. Thank you, Abdel. Dankeschön. Wünsche ich dir auch. Das ist lieb von dir. I have learned few German sentences from ChatGPT. Guten Morgen, ich bin Anwar, ich komme aus India. Sehr gut. Indien. ChatGPT, our best friend nowadays. It helps us with everything, right? It's kind of crazy if you think about it. It's really like a multi-tool that you can use for everything, if you want to, of course. I'm not saying you should, because you shouldn't rely fully on it, I think, in my opinion, but it's definitely a good tool if you know how to use it in a good way. Das RSI steuert sich gar nicht so einfach. Ja, glaube ich, Marc. Ich hatte mal so eins als Kind, wahrscheinlich nicht vergleichbar mit dem, was du hast. Meins war eher so 'n kleines, aber das hat mega Spaß gemacht. Ich kann's mir also gut vorstellen. Und hier spielen sehr viele mit den, Autos im Park, also erwachsene Männer meistens. There's a lot of remote controlled car people here in Tennessee that play with those cars in the forest when I go hiking. It's like a hobby for some people, or there's even like tournaments and they train for it, and it's usually like 20-year-old man that would do that, or like 20 to 30, I would say. Hey, Carl. You're confused with the trailer? I honestly just added that trailer because YouTube lets them pick like a video that's like 2 minutes long or like a minute to 3 minutes long, and I don't have many of those. So I wish I could pick some other ones once in a while, but it only would let me use those. And the trailer is just there if people are waiting for the live stream. So I don't know if that's like a good thing to do or not. Maybe I shouldn't have a trailer, but I thought, why not? And I remember we were talking about those lightnings last time. So I was like, let's just add that video so people can see the lightning in case they didn't find it. Yeah, scrambled languages, that's a good way to put it. That's usually what I do is just speak some German and English here once in a while. Hi, Harshad. Nur 300? Wahrscheinlich eins der besten, oder? 300 ist doch schon teuer. Die günstigen gibt's wahrscheinlich schon für 30 € im Walmart. Aber ja. Nice to talk to you too, Anwei. Ah, mehrere $1.000 gibt's sogar. Okay, krass. Das wusste ich nicht. How is Wales, Carl? How's the weather? Is it already springy? You got any rain or sun or we had crazy wind today. There was very bad storms yesterday in the northern part, like right above Tennessee, going through Kentucky and Missouri, I think. Ohio probably too. Did you get anything up there in Ohio? I'm glad you enjoyed the lightning trailer. I thought it was like I said, the ones I caught on camera were not even the spectacular ones. Like I was just standing at the window seeing that when it started, and that was like 10 times more intense than the ones I captured on camera. Like to the point where I was like, what is happening? Um, I was like, is the sky opening up? Is that like, you know, is there like an alien invasion? Is it like I almost thought there was some um, like a storm, like what are those called? Like a solar storm or like an electromagnetic catastrophe going on. I was like, are we getting attacked? Is that like, it looked like it was like the lightning was so intense. It was like an entire net over the sky going all the way over my house, covering the entire area I could see. Like a net basically over us. So like a spider web. So that was crazy to see. So the ones that I filmed were actually not even that intense anymore. Does your shirt mean anything? Yes, it's a bad cat. It's a cat as Batman. So, bad cat. I guess that's all it means. It doesn't have any more deep meaning than that. That's like when you ask people about their tattoos and it shows something funny or I don't know, something they like, and then you're like, does it have any more meaning to you? And they're like, no, just trying to look cool. That's all. But yeah, I just like the shirt. It doesn't have like a meaning. 3 is 3, yes. You're right about that. There must have been crazy lightning. Yes, it was the coolest lightning I've ever seen and probably ever will see in my life. That was like a once in a lifetime situation and I was not ready for it. And I was all by myself. I was like, do you come live every day? And pretty much not when I'm super busy at work. Sometimes I just can't squeeze it in and I'm not a pretender. I cannot switch that good mood or like being energetic thing on inside of me, like some YouTubers can or live streamers where they're just like always like there in the camera and they're like, what's up guys? And they're always like pretending they have like this crazy amount of energy. Sometimes when I come home from work carrying around like 1,000 pounds of food, I'm like, I'm done. I don't talk to anyone. I don't want to do anything. I just want to walk my dog and listen to some rain ASMR or something like that. And I definitely have those days. So if I have those days, I won't stream. But if I have time, I usually do stream for an hour or two. Michigan has 5 lakes. I've been, oops, almost in the, got you out of stream, Shuriken. I accidentally clicked on your name. And then, sometimes now I did the same thing to Carl almost. Sorry, guys. We're getting nasty stuff down here this weekend. Ugh, that sucks. I heard about that. I heard that this weekend might get a little nasty. Let me check it up check it out real quick. National Weather Service. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, wow. Yeah, they still got the tornado warnings right now going on up in Illinois. That's Illinois. Sometimes I'm like, what state is this? But I'm pretty okay with the states, but sometimes it takes me a second to realize which one it is. Hi, Rui. How you doing? Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it. I'm pretty like you. I can't fake my mood either. Yeah, I people that can, I'm like, wow, I don't know how you do it, but that's impressive. But yeah, I'm not great at that at all. Um, I'm either in a good mood or I'm not, but it's hard to like fake that. So I understand. I know the feeling. It's good that you don't force yourself to stream. That would such I'll suck all the joy out of it really fast. Yeah, I agree. Because then it just feels like an obligation, and I never really want to feel like that on YouTube. Um, I try to maintain a little bit more of like a um like a schedule, but if I have a day where I can't or a week where I can't do anything, that's totally fine with me too. And I know, people have other stuff to watch, so it's not like if I don't stream or have a video up, people don't have anything to watch on YouTube. So tornado. There's no tornado yet, I think. There's only warnings, but I'll be back, y'all. I get my soup ready. I gotta go back to the door and pick up a special delivery. If you stay tuned, you'll see what it is. And I shall be back. See you in a second. If not, I wish you a happy Thursday, a great rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is for you. And I'll enjoy a little bit of the soup when I come back. I'll be gone for like 3 minutes or so. So if I don't see you again, bye bye. Thanks for being here. And please watch The Ghost. Yes. He's in bed. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Merci. Thank you, Zaf. Your genuine demeanor is always tonic admits. It's raining? Oh no. Your genuine demeanor is always a tonic amidst all the phony stuff on the internet. Oh, thank you. That is very sweet of you. Merci. Look at a baby. Oh yeah, thank you, Shuriken. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. Oscar, have you been sleeping? Hello. Smell the soup? Soup? Smell good? Ooh, does smell good? Yeah, does smell good. He's so tired. Oscar's such a tired boy when it's warm outside. So, you've been very lazy lately. When we walk, I have to carry him half the way. He's definitely a slow man right now. Here we go. You want some soup? You want some soup? Yeah? Okay. Maybe perfect. Getting referred to my hand. Shuriken looks like carpal tunnel. Oh, it is carpal tunnel. Shuriken, you named it last time. Might as well just open up a doctor's office at this point. You know what's up? I completely said the wrong thing. I was like, what did I say? Gout. So sorry.
For what?
I'm glad they're getting down to the bottom of things. Hopefully they find a treatment that works well. I hope so too. Is it still affecting your sleep, Carl? Or is it like does the medication help at all? Well, I'm gonna wait until you're back with the soup then, or should I scoop it out to cool it down?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't like it too hot, do you? Yeah, eat a little bit of this one then. Not here. Ta-da. And now to the important part. Oh, sorry, I forgot you, okay, I didn't see it. I'm gonna tell him when he's back. If y'all are still there. If not, let him know later if he's going for a longer walk. I add some apple cider vinegar to my soup. So to this South German lentil soup, you add something sour like a vinegar of your choice, and I add sugar to it as well. Just a little. Can't be too healthy. This might be a lot for some people, but just right for the soup. This gives it this tangy and sweetness at the same time. I guess it's like a sweet and sour soup to some degree. Yeah, I don't know. It's not good for you. Don't add the sugar. Don't try this at home. But for a South German lentil soup, there needs to be a little bit of sweetness in it. Been sleeping better, things. That's good. I'm glad. At least you're sleeping better. Sleep is already, as we say in Germany, half the rent. If you're sleeping well, you paid half the rent already because it's just so important. I've been sleeping, and I don't have anything like carpal tunnel or anything going on, so it's not comparable, but I do have sleep issues in general, and I've been trying out with different or testing different magnesiums. Like this magnesium citrate and oxalate and glycinate or yeah, let me see. I think glycinate. Yeah, glycinate. Different dosages and stuff. So um I found out that it might not be related at all. Bye. I found out that the glycinate one is supposed to be the best one for sleep and anxiety and just like calming effects. So for sleep, I thought it would be the best option, but for some reason, it contributes to, like, giving me really bad nightmares, and I don't know where that comes from because melatonin does the same thing for me. I get really nasty nightmares and very realistic ones. Like, some dreams feel like just like a dream, but some dreams feel very realistic. Um, so when you wake up, it almost felt like it actually did happen. You can't just get over it very fast. And that form of magnesium really does that to me too. So I'm doing the best with the super normal magnesium, the non-fancy version, like I think it's the magnesium oxalate actually, but like a very high dosage. And when I take that, I really sleep through the night almost. So that's a big achievement for me. I need a bit more salt. I forgot to add some salt because I added the veggie broth and then I didn't think about adding some salt. I might Salt is not good for you, like too high amounts, so it's good to eat less salt. But just a little for the flavor, you know. That's tasty. Just need a little bit more salt. Crusty bread, a very good call. We'll definitely have a yes, a crusty bread. Oh, goodness gracious, that'd be so good. Crusty bread with a thick layer of butter. Don't try this at home, but as a German, you would probably add a little bit of butter to it. I'm not even try to deny that at this point. You all know me too well. Mm, what a difference a little bit of salt makes. Who's that song by? What a difference a day makes. Forgot. Would a treehouse help you sleep more or a hammock? A treehouse would probably be amazing. I do sleep pretty well when I'm out there camping, so honestly, if I had a piece of land, ooh, something on the garlic. If I had a piece of land, I would probably camp out there as much as I could. Because I love sleeping outside. How about y'all? Do you like to sleep outside? Sorry to hear about the nightmare. Yeah, I know. It is not very fun, but I mean, there's really worse things out there. So I'm not trying to complain, but I'm just saying, trying out some magnesiums and just letting y'all know what works. At least for me, I don't know if it works for you too. You don't seem sleep deprived. Well, I am. I got a lot of energy naturally. I'm a high energy person. Like I can run on very little sleep and do everything that needs to be done. And it's always been like that. We'll see how long that will last, but, so I got lucky with that, but I just did really bad, but it's been way worse. It's pretty okay right now. Hey, Lazy, good to see you too. Missed you too. Hope you're doing well. What have you been up to? People who chronically don't get much sleep get used to it. Right. Yep, that is pretty much it too. I always struggled with it. I think even when I was younger, I always woke up in the night. So yeah, you're right. You get used to everything, I guess. This pain is nothing compared to a condition I have periodically called trigeminal neuralgia. The worst thing ever. Oh, what is that, Carl? Is it like a headache or sleeping is a mystery? Did you add pepper? I don't have pepper anymore. My pepper is empty. That's the first time in my life I didn't have black pepper in my house. Or red pepper or any pepper or white pepper, like none. Yeah, pepper would be good, but not too much for this dish, but a little bit. But yeah, I don't have pepper. I was very surprised, so I gotta buy some. Um, but yeah, it does sound terrifying. It sounds really, really bad. So I wonder what it is. White pepper? No, I don't have white pepper either, unfortunately. For good night's sleep, don't eat before going to bed. Arvid, it is very true. I heard about that. Other people told me that too. And I found that out myself as well when I eat snacks before bed or anything, especially like hard to digest stuff. I definitely get a hard time at night or falling asleep or staying asleep. But yeah, it's a good um suggestion not eating before bed. I need to implement that more and really try to not eat like 4 hours at least before bed. But it's always hard, especially when you work long and then you're like home and you just wanna like watch something, and then it's really hard not to snack anything while you watch something. But I really need to get away from that snacking thing and just because it also adds like so many unnecessary calories to your food intake. Like sometimes snacking just adds like more calories than just the regular food that you're eating because it's all just so bad for you and high caloric. Um, it's interesting read out. Okay. Last meal at 5 p.m. Ceramics, that would be the goal at 5 p.m., like 5, 6 the latest. That would be great. I hope I can do that. I don't know if it will be successful, but I'll find out. If you find a magnesium that works for you, I might try it. It seems like our sleeping issue are lamentably similar. I I I I thought so too already. So surprisingly, I've never really um tried magnesium for the longest time because I never really thought about it. I didn't think there was any cure to it, but really, so I've been using the magnesium oxalate 500 milligrams, which is really high. Read up on it. Don't take this as an advice from me. So you probably shouldn't take too much of it, but it's hard to take too much magnesium apparently. So you can try with lower dosages, and if they already help you, that would be great. But for me, it's really like unfortunately 500 milligrams that when it starts working for me. If it's any lower, I will still wake up at least once. But with the higher dosage, I really slept through the night. It's toothache times 100. Oh, Carl. My husband has the same thing. He went to the army dentist. He paid out of pocket because the army dentists don't give a crap. Army doctors don't care um very much about their people. Usually, not everyone, of course, but from the ones I've heard from own experience and from people I hear. Um, so he paid a lot of out of pocket to figure out what it is. And yeah, he couldn't explain what it was. It would just flare up once in a while, especially in the when it's cold outside, when he went to the gym. So in the army here in America, you have PT in the morning. So you get up usually around 4:30, 4 a.m., get ready for your PT, which is usually like 5:30. Um, you work out early in the morning. Sometimes it's an outside workout where you work out outside the gym in the cold in winter, and it can get really rough. And that's when he started getting those tooth pain or like jaw pain, whatever pain. It's like all over. Um, and yeah, it was horrible. And then this one doctor said that you can't really do much about it, except for relaxing your jaw. It can come from that's what he said. I don't know, Carl, what your um um doctor said, but he said it can come from tooth grinding, from jaw clenching, from stress and high blood pressure and stuff. So he told him to wear something to protect the teeth from grinding, and it's like this like rubber protection or this like plastic protection. And after he used that for a few weeks, it was basically gone, and he hasn't had that in a while, just like once every other month or so, but rarely. So I don't know if that would help you. Nerve sickness pulse shooting through predominantly 3 points in the face, especially the jaw. Yes, it's yeah, the jaw exactly. People have teeth extracted, but it doesn't help as the pain just shoots through the gum instead. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that because, like I said, he's a soldier. He has experienced some like pain and stuff, and when he said that that was the worst pain he ever had, um, yeah, it is definitely bad pains. I'm gonna tell him that later, that, you can, you know how that pain feels like. I'm here for a soup eating, that toothache story. I let it cool down, it was super hot. Perfect temperature. Yum, that's good. I'm gonna eat the whole bowl in a little bit. Is he okay? Is the pain suppressed? For him, it is now. It's also a lot of stress-related things. Like I said, I like to say in our country, Northeast India, our sleep time has changed because of COVID. Right now, it's night in our city. The sleep time has changed because of it. How's that working? There's medicine for it? Oh, there is. Wow. They didn't say there was. Hey, miss you. Hi, pretty lady. Sorry, I'm missing your live streams at work. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I love soup too. I know we talked about us both loving soup. Soup is the best. I know you don't like spicy, but you're missing out. I don't know. I need to get more used to spicy, and I'm slowly but steadily getting used to it because I have all the Mexican food here in America. And in China had Chinese spicy, here have Mexican spicy, which is very different. But sometimes adding a little jalapeno to my food. So hope you're proud. I'm trying. So slowly but steadily. My German spice buds are basically non-existent. So and he needs Thank you, Carl. I'm gonna screenshot that. Maybe the European doctors know more. Yes, I have to look that up too. So the doctor here said it can be stress related, but I think it really just depends on the person, and the cause. Maybe it has multiple causes for some people. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, and only from him and what he experienced. And all I know is that it's super terrible, and you just lose hope because he had it for like a year, and he couldn't find out what it was because no doctor could tell him. They would always misdiagnose, like you said, Carl. They would say like, "Oh, you have like a root issue," but there was nothing. Like you said, I can see how people like pull out their teeth, and then it doesn't even fix it because it's not the issue. So yeah, he was like, I'm about to pull out all my teeth for myself. So, and yes, breathing cold air, that was always the trigger when it was really bad episodes. When we had PT out in the morning in the cold, because sometimes while I was waiting for my green card and I couldn't work, I tried to not get like lazy and not having a schedule. So I tried to like adapt the army like soldier schedule to my own life, and then just woke up every morning with him, made us a breakfast, and then we would go to the army training together. And of course I wouldn't do it with them because I wasn't allowed, but I would just like train like somewhere in the back or at the gym, and then just like keep the schedule up with him so it's like easier for him too, because who doesn't know the feeling when you're like the one that has to get up super early and has a stressful day, and then there's another person that doesn't have that stressful schedule or can sleep in? That feeling of you having to get up is so much worse than if you get up together. So I thought maybe that would be like some sort of like supportive, just adapting sleeping schedules and just getting up together. Habanero tastes good, just taste a bit. Habanero, really? It sounds dangerous. I don't know. I heard about it before. I've seen them in a store and just like, in restaurants, but maybe I'll give it a try. How much is too much? Just like a little bit, like for a German, would like a little piece like that already make it spicy? Hi, child. Please tell him to Google try German language. Thank you, Carl. I was about to scroll up to find the name of it because here they didn't even name it. They didn't give him a name for it or any like medication. They just said, "Wear those things and relax your jaw, it's, just stress." And, yeah, high blood pressure, which he probably doesn't even have because he never told me that he had that, and the doctor never said that he has it, but they just assume, like I said, army doctors, they're just like, "Get out of my office." Sorry, but I want to say, Miss Rika, you're my midnight friend always. All because it's late for you right now? Cute. I'm your midnight friend. I like that. Thank you. Um, I want to do a survey real quick before I hop off. If you want to participate, let's see who's part of the breakfast club. And with that, I just mean, do you eat breakfast? If I could edit, goodness gracious, it wouldn't let me. Lord have mercy. Well, not in this stream. It wouldn't let me do any surveys. Like last time, it wouldn't let me do it either. I think it's only when I started the stream on the phone and when I didn't schedule it that it lets me do it. After a while, you get used to getting up at different times and going to sleep at different times for that matter. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you get used to everything. Um, and it wasn't just as selfless as it sounds like I'm just trying to support him. It was just easier for me as a bad sleeper, because I knew if I would try to stay asleep and he gets up, I'm someone you just need to turn around in bed and I'll be waking up from that. So, for me it just worked better to just like completely adapt sleeping cycles as schedules. But if you're a good sleeper and you can sleep through someone getting up, I mean, that's great for you. I was lucky my dentist knew about it. It said it's the top 3 painful conditions out there. Wow, it all makes sense now. Thank you, Carl, for bringing that up because I said it was just like fully psychological. Or not psychological, but like from tooth grinding or just like stress. Um, and just like clenching your jaw, and then it's like just too much pressure on the roots and on the teeth. That's how they said it. But well, thank you. I really appreciate you bringing it up. And I'm sorry you're dealing with this terrible thing. Um, because I think that's, like you said, it's the top 3 most painful things. Like the cluster headache is probably one of the top 3, or the probably number 1, I would assume, because a lot of people even like do I don't want to speak yet, but when they have that. You missed the dog? I'll bring him to you. Hold on. They want to see you. Ta-da! The dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Oh, shucks. You're such a sleepy. Yeah, you're sleepy. Oh, yeah. My little scrunch goblin. I used to call him Gremlin all the time because he is he just looks upset sometimes, so I used to call him Gremlin. But now I call him Scrunch Goblin more often than not, just because he looks so scrunchy with his little neck folds here. So you little Scrunch Goblin. Yeah. Yeah, he is little not blind fully, but he can still see. Um, but not very well. So I would say he's getting there to the being blind, unfortunately. A Good Friday. We do have a Good Friday. Mhm. I haven't had it back for a long time. I'm so glad to hear that. I hope it's gone. Hopefully, you're never gonna get it again. But I'm glad that you have something, if in that case, if you would ever need that, you know what to do about it. I hope so much it helps, see if it comes back. Thank you so much, Carl. That will be a lifesaver for him because he was really out of any ideas. Like he was so, yeah, just scared of it every morning because he knew it's gonna come. Have you ever seen a wild beaver or just a fake beaver? Here, I've seen fake beavers, but not real beavers. Can I do it now? No, I still can't. Yeah, I guess this stream won't let me do any surveys, so hopefully next time or polls next time I try. But yeah, I'm gonna eat a thing of soup now. Not on stream because as much as I like to try food on the stream, like eating a whole thing of soup or something, always feels rude because I'm still like got ingrained that it's rude to eat in front of people or camera. Um, Even though when we go out to dinner with someone or lunch, we'll also eat in front of them. So I don't know where that comes from, but yeah. Thank you, Ceramic. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Oh, the Twilight Zone episode. I still have to check out the Twilight Zone. I admit it. I still need to look into it. I've seen like the music or heard the music used in your shorts and some like clips on YouTube Shorts, but I yet have to watch the full episode. It looks good. And yeah, Gremlin, I don't know why I started the Gremlin thing. I think I started with Moose because Moose has this Gremlin look, and Oscar because he doesn't like water. So that was when I started calling him Gremlin, and with those ears, because sometimes, especially when the wind blows, he has those very pointy Gremlin ears. So he always reminds me of that. But yeah, now he gets more scrunchy and scrunchy by the day, the older he gets. So basically an incurable condition but can be controlled with the correct meds. Incurable things. Aren't they insufferable? Sometimes you think about like why some things exist and you're just like, yeah, all you can do is just sigh about it and just accept it how it is, I guess. But yeah, I'm so glad that there's something to do about it. And yeah, again, thank you, Carl. I'm gonna tell him that. Schatzi, Schatzi, Schatz. Yes, can I talk to you? So I found out what your condition is called that you had with your teeth in your jaw.
Yeah.
Carl has the same thing.
Okay.
It is called um trigeminal neuralgia. It's incurable, but there's medication you can take for it if it ever comes back.
What is it?
Trigeminal neuralgia. It's like a pain, like a shooting pain in the jaw and teeth area, where it wants to make you pull your teeth out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the 3 most painful conditions that people can have.
Yep.
So he knows how bad it feels.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting that we just talked about that?
That's crazy.
Because it's probably a pretty rare thing to have.
I was like, that shit will make you commit suicide.
Don't say that, please.
Like that is like so terrible.
Trigger word for some people.
That is such a terrible pain. Like I have nothing to compare that to.
Yeah, I'm sure Carl will know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, they're getting that That's true. But Carl, did they ever tell you to use those mouth guards where it like protects you from like crunching?
I didn't take medication for it. I just needed to.
Mouth guard helped though, right?
It did, but I need to like massage my gums like every day, and I need to stretch my mouth out every day.
So from what they said here, it's a lot of like a pressure thing. So needed to like stretch the jaw, massage the gums, and just relax it. And breathing exercise, right? Like
Yeah.
a deep breathing exercise.
Stressed too.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
But there's like like a medication for it now, so
Yeah.
it can't just be stress related because it's like an actual thing. really enjoyed Twilight Zone. It's a show about social commentary and philosophy disguised as science fiction. Yeah, and that sounds really good. I think I'll really like that. I need to look into it. I just really need to find some more time in my day where I just, like, just take the time just to watch something, enjoy something, and just, like, completely not worry about YouTube, work, my green card situation, still need to figure that out. Ugh, gotta, extend my green card. That's gonna be another whole thing, so I might, be a little bit less active in the next week or 2 to figure all that out, and then sounds so similar. So Carl says it sounds similar what you just described,
Yeah.
what he knows.
Ouchie.
Yep.
Big time ouchie. It was on my left lower one.
Left lower, he said for him. Time is always the
That
tough
was
part, they never make any more. Good point, yep. I wish sometimes I feel like the days don't have enough hours. I wish there was, like, I think if the day had 2 more hours, it would be a good day. Or if we need 2 more hours less sleep, that would be great. If we could just, like, sleep a little less. I think it's so crazy that humans need so much sleep. I think it would be great if 4 hours, 5 hours would completely reset our sleeping, um, schedule, or would, like, be enough for us to completely recover and do all the things that need to be done in our bodies to maintain everything. But yeah, when you read up, it will all fall into place. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I finally have a name for it. Yes.
Yes. Number one soccer team in America is right now.
Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville is the number 1 soccer team. We went to a Nashville, Nashville against, New York soccer game, and I felt like I'm watching my, middle school, classmates play a game. That's how exciting it felt like. It's not comparable to European soccer, unfortunately, or football. Um, and Nashville being the best team, I don't know, that says a lot right now. But yeah, it's still fun to watch. It's just not the same. But it's the same thing. If, like, it was, European baseball, they would probably suck at baseball too, or, American football. It's probably also not the same, so it's whatever you grew up with. Sleeping less is the only thing that helps. 5 hours and 50 minutes is enough for me when I can get it. It used to be like that for me too, but I have to say I'm getting more tired and tired if I have less than 6 hours. Like, I used to be okay with, like, 4 to 5 hours, and I would feel, like, super fit, but I would say currently, with the gym, I think that plays a big role. I need a little bit more, so I would say, like, 6.5 hours is, like, the perfect amount of sleep for me. No, you weren't going crazy. Yeah, that's what he thought. He was like, "What's wrong?" Like, and no one could tell him what it was. Like, no one heard about any of that before, and they're like, "Well, it's just stress and just you clenching." So yeah, if no one can help you out and knows what it is, that must be like so frustrating and terrifying. Just thinking that you'll never get help. So I'm glad you did, and I'm so glad you shared it with us. So thank you for that. Warrior Nun. I've never seen that. But yeah, science fiction is too wild sometimes, I agree. Sometimes, I do like science fiction, but it's not my favorite genre, only if it's, like, made right and not, like, too hard to follow along or to imagine. Or it's the opposite. Sometimes I like it when it's, like, super crazy and, like, super out of the ordinary but it still makes sense, or, like, it, makes you think a certain way, or, like, if yeah, hard to explain. Hi, BT. Gothic girls. Do I look like a goth girl? I'm not a goth girl. I don't know. I'm not in there, not part of that whole thing. So you gotta ask a goth girl himself. I've never been. I've never felt the urge to. Never got pulled onto the dark side. So I don't know. Yes, people just like that. Just like mysterious. I don't know, edgy. thing. Carl the consultant. Carl the consultant is a good one. You should change your name into that so people will ask you questions, medical questions. Am I late? I never get notifications when you go live. That's so weird because I heard it from so many people, and they even said that they have the bell activated, but it still doesn't give them notifications. So I think it's just like Shuriken said earlier, the machines are failing us. They're just trying to, yeah, keep the support as low as possible. Like they don't want you to, I don't know, grow too fast on YouTube. I feel like sometimes. I don't know. It is frustrating. And I also saw I recently rewatched my last video. I uploaded a Black Forest walk to the snowy cabin just to see how the quality is and the sound and stuff. Once in a while, I want to check on that. And there's like two advertisements in the middle of the video. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even monetized yet, and y'all already put two advertisements in the middle of a video. How annoying is that? Like, I would click off myself if I watched that? So they're really trying to put so many obstacles in your way. It's not very nice. Hey, SB, we're still here. Sounds right. When I was training 5 days a week in my 20s, I needed about 5.5, but on days when I didn't train, 4 was just fine. I don't know, sleep is complicated. It really is. And you saying that, it's really weird sometimes when I have like sleepless nights, I'm super fit and energetic throughout the day, and then I have nights where I sleep like 7 hours, like super rarely, but like a normal sleep, and I feel like I had a good night, and I'm so tired throughout the day. It's so random. I don't know. I've seen trends and reels many times, but the point is they always black suit. Yes, there's a lot of goth girls. I think it's a lot here in America where you see that more often. I've never seen so many as here in America, at least. I don't know if that's more like an American thing or like the girlies with the green and the purple hair, or multiple colors. That's definitely more common here, I would say. I haven't seen that much from where I'm from. Doing pretty well. Oh, you're answering the tea. Can we talk about different types of tea? Whenever you and Shui feel like it. Doesn't have to be today, but it would be nice to discuss different types of tea. Yes, for sure. We can definitely do that. That would probably be like another live stream because I'm about to hop off. So